folks, what is up? This is One Big Bugga, and I am coming at you with American Truck Simulator, and I bet you thought I forgot. No, I'm just recording very late, which is why I'm also talking softly. Not my intention to record late, but that's kind of how it turned out. So, I have the trailer picked out. Like I said, we're going to do one more run after this. So this run, and then one more run with these big trailers, and then I'm yanking the mod out because there's too many of these trailers. Big trailers should be rare, something you don't run into very often. I'm just really hoping to see a Jazzy Cats mod soon or something, just to be frank with you. So, anyways. Anyways, let us go get our trailer. I don't know why there's not a gear selection indicator in this truck. Maybe it wasn't common to have it, or maybe the truck didn't have it on its own originally, but that's still no reason not to have it, if I'm to be honest with you. Alright. Just curious, what is this? That's way too short. Alright. Take this one. I have a feelings on the side of the building over here. What do you know? And this is not how I should have approached it. Just to be honest with you. But we should still be able to do this. We're also going to do a side-on attachment. I'm going to come in at an angle here. There we go. But we want to try and pull it out as straight as possible. And this is not going to be a fun place to get it out of. I was afraid of that. Come on, come free. Come on. There's one way to do it, isn't it? Really that bad? I mean, I'm still moving. I don't suppose reversing will help. That'll help a little bit. Gee, so much easier if I do it the right way, huh? Good luck getting it out of here. I just don't know how we're going to get this out of here. I'm literally going to have to go like this to get it out of here. At least we got it out, right? All right. Whew, that was interesting. It's almost easier to drive these big trailers outside the truck. Kind of like I did with the last video. I drove completely outside for the first time. You know, something interesting that I keep bouncing back and forth between is wanting to get back into wrestling. I used to be a huge wrestling fan. And I mean like really huge wrestling fan. I watched wrestling all the time, would watch the pay-per-views all the time. I'm gonna go up on the sidewalk, it's alright. Can I do it? Yes. And I used to watch both WWE and WCW. I liked both products, to be honest with you. At least until WCW really started to go downhill and have all kinds of problems, which really sucked. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. But I, used to watch it all the time, and follow the storylines and the characters, and had a lot of fun. And then wrestling just kind of changed, Stone Cold left, Shawn Michaels left, Kurt Angle left, went to TNA. The Rock left. And just, slowly, little by little, more and more wrestlers just kind of bounced out. And eventually, wrestling just wasn't as fun anymore. And now get this new crop of wrestlers, and none of it's really that interesting. The WWE isn't pushing those wrestlers that are popular and putting wrestlers where the crowd reacts to them. WWE instead is trying to force feed what they want you to be behind. Such as they're constantly pushing Roman Reigns to be a good guy, and to be a top face in the company, but fans don't like him. They don't want him there. They'd rather see like the guy wrestler Dean Ambrose as a top dog. But the WWE won't allow that to happen. And it's insanely annoying. And you put into things that I was wondering there for a minute. And you put into things like, I don't know, a lot of the top talent getting hurt, and a lot of bad things going on, and, well, there you go. I watch a few wrestling YouTube shows, Wrestling with Regret and WhatCulture.com, WWE WhatCulture.com, to try and keep up on things in wrestling, at least loosely, And every time I get interested enough where I think, you know what, maybe I should pick up the WWE Network and watch that. What ends up happening is I get, I hear things that make me change my mind, like their most recent pay-per-view Fastlane, which is a pay-per-view coming up before the big one, which is of course WrestleMania. And what is Fastlane? Oh, well, it's what they basically call the status quo, or a B grade pay-per-view. And in short, it's just kind of a filler before going to one of the big pay-per-views, which is like WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, and there's one other, but I forget what it is. Oh, and in the fast lane, they basically said, exactly the thing. Nothing changed. There were no title changes. There were no face changes, no heel changes, no surprise returns, no interferences, and no unexpected wins. It's really just that simple. And Roman Reigns was pushed to be a top dog, while Dean Ambrose is being embroiled in a rivalry with a top guy in the company, Brock Lesnar, but that's it. He's still not fighting for a title at WrestleMania, which sucks. So, what can you do? Nothing. It's when I hear things like this that I lose interest, and I'm like, well, why am I gonna bother watching, getting the network when they're just, continuously and endlessly shoving things down your throat that you don't want as a fan. And now recently they brought back Shane McMahon, which I think is a cool storyline. Shane McMahon doesn't like Stephanie and Triple H and the way things that are being run in the WWE, so Shane is trying to wrest control of the company away from Stephanie and away from Triple H. But in order to do that, he has to have a match at WrestleMania versus an opponent of Vince McMahon's choosing, and that opponent is The Undertaker. And it's like, really? Do you know how many things are wrong with that? I mean, it's an interesting concept, but forgive me, I don't mean to yawn. Here's the thing. The way the storyline's set up, people want Shane to win. So that means they're going to have to boo The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Even when The Undertaker was a heel, he really wasn't booed. The fans loved him too much. He's one of those wrestlers that the fans just were too much into, like Stone Cold being a heel, or The Rock being a heel. The fans enjoyed it. To try and boo The Undertaker at WrestleMania is what I was trying to say. And it's really asking the fans to do something they really don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I am purposely doing this. There's absolutely nothing from that side. This is going to be a not so fun turn as well. Matter of fact, what I'm going to do is make use of this area right here. For my turn. Oh wow. Thanks, car. And what do you know, it's a sports car convertible. So that attitude fit perfectly into what somebody would do in a situation like that that might be an asshat yuppie. Well, doesn't matter. How the hell is the speed on the Highway 55 but the speed on this road 70? I don't get that. But anyways, yeah, booing The Undertaker at WrestleMania. No, you're asking way too much of the fans. The fact that they're pitting Shane McMahon against what is basically The Undertaker's pay-per-view. Now, granted, The Undertaker doesn't have his streak anymore. Anyone who is wondering, The Undertaker did not lose at WrestleMania for 21 years. He was 21-0. He only lost last year to Brock Lesnar, making it 21-1. So what is it now? Undertaker's streak's not around anymore, so he doesn't need to be treated as importantly? I just don't get it. Do they not feel that they have somebody worthy of facing him because a large part of their roster is badly injured still? I mean, a lot of the top faces in WWE are injured and will not be at WrestleMania. So WWE really is scrambling. But to put Shane McMahon, who wasn't even a part-time wrestler, not that he's not capable, he is. He's done some really good in-ring performances. But to pit him versus The Undertaker, that's cool. That's just too much. And that WrestleMania, the grandest stage, the Undertaker's home, basically. And I know, excuse me, I know Taker well enough, not personally, but, following his career, that he is the consummate professional when it comes to wrestling. And he'll do for the company what the company asks, as long as he also believes it is in good interest. And I don't know about good taste for real. He's done a couple borderline things, but nothing really severe or questionable. That's a lot of axles. And they don't all spin. Two of them, the front two, don't spin. That's okay. So, yeah. Just... Oops. There we go. I wish I'd stop swinging the camera so hard. For some reason, American Truck easier American Truck easier. American Truck Simulator seems easier than Euro Truck in terms of handling and driving the truck and the weight of the trailers. I just pulled that truck up that hill, no problem. It just doesn't seem right that I'm able to do that. Martin's Pub drive-through. Camping trailer park. I gotta give them props for one thing, man. The scenery is impressive. All the little things and the little touches in the scenery. Really impressive, if you ask me. I really hope that they take care of this game really well. I think that was close. I think part of the problem is that they're still working on Euro Truck while working on American Truck as well. You know what I'm saying? I think that's part of the problem because Euro Truck is far from a dead game just because American Truck Simulator's out. It's really that simple. Euro Truck is still really big. And a lot of people still play it, so I just don't see them. It's like, okay, we got American Truck out now, so we're gonna stop for Euro Truck. Not happening. And one thing that gets me is the modding community for American Truck Simulators being really rough on some modders right now, and that's kind of aggravating, if I'm to be honest with you. And a lot of reason behind that is people are bringing over European trucks for American Truck Simulator. So Volvos, really? I gotta go this way? Why can't I just go around? You're really gonna make me do this, huh? Okay. Even though it looks like I could just go around rather than have to deal with this S-curve that's just not going to handle this trailer if I stay within the lines. It's a good thing there's no cars coming the other way. And the reality is I could have continued the right way. Ah, shit. Can I back up? No. Well, he may be far enough back. Maybe. Although I'm starting to really doubt it. If I pull the trailer straight enough... Okay, yeah, we'll clear it. Phew. The respect of another trucker. But, oh no, I was going somewhere and I had forgotten because I got nailed on that. I don't think I was continuing to talk about wrestling either. Oh well. I'm a little tired right now. My feet are bothering me. I had them put up for a little while to help them feel better, and it worked for a bit. They're not as bothersome as they were earlier. My eyes feel all spacey. It's just one of those days, I guess. Or evenings. Whichever way you want to flip it. Oh, I remember what I was talking about. That's why I went silent. Try and make myself remember. Modders bringing Euro trucks over. So they're bringing Scanias, Volvos, Mercedes, things like that. And a lot of people are giving them shit for bringing Euro trucks into American Truck Simulator. And it's really disheartening and really saddening to see that. What, you think that there are people in Europe that aren't playing this right now? There are plenty of American people who play Euro Truck, and there are plenty of American truck fans in Euro Truck Simulator. There's a lot of American trucks that were ported over, including the one I'm driving right now, in various forms at that. So why is the community giving a hard time to modders for bringing European trucks into American Truck Simulator? It doesn't make sense to me, you know? I saw you this time, jerks. I saw you that time. And the only thing I can truly think of as I drive up on the median is that America is living up to its reputation of having a bunch of asshats living in it. You know, there are a lot of people out there that think that the United States as a whole is a very jerkish company, and I can say that the modding community for American Truck Simulator is not doing anything to help that reputation. They're playing right into it. So what if people bring European trucks to American Truck Simulator? Why are you going to go there and bitch to them that they're doing it? Going onto a mods page and bitching about the fact that the mod is there and was done by someone, to me is the equivalent of turning on the TV, sitting down and bitching about a television show you're watching and not changing the channel and continuing to watch it. It makes no sense. Oops. Oh well. That was my only ticket. I'll live with it. Really? Y'all saw that, right? And of course, it's that same yuppie car from before. Different color, but same type of car. Basically Mustang convertible. If you don't like the mod, if you don't like the fact that it's a European truck in American Truck Simulator, hey, okay, I can understand that. But do you really need to go onto this person's page and bitch about it? No, you don't. Plain and simple. No, you don't. You can just move on and go find a mod that you like. It's kind of like today, in one of the places I'm going to be hosting, the Ark, there was this guy that was bitching and complaining about a DJ and the music that the DJ played, and was doing it publicly. Alright, if you walk into any club in the world and bitch about the music and the DJ, and you're publicly complaining and making a basic nuisance of yourself, yeah, the club's not going to stand for that, and they're going to ask you to stop, which is what happened. The club asked him to stop. And he got all pissy about it again. So I guess having an opinion's not allowed. And it's like, no, you can have your opinion, but you're making yourself a major nuisance. And you need to stop. Let's just see where they need it. And see if I have any hope of putting it there. Really? Huh. Well, I don't think I'm going to make it. Although it's a beautiful parking area, I'll say that much. If I had a regular sized trailer, it'd be no problem. But this, not going to happen. So, I know. Alright, let's see if there's a nearby garage. There is not. There is a nearby rest spot, at least here. And here-ish. I might have been able to drive around somehow and get the trailer in there, but I just, no. Hopefully the rest spot wasn't, like, in there. That's all I kind of ask. At least we did actually make money on that run, for sure. You know, we actually made some cash. No, it's not there. Hey, hey! How is that my fault? This motherfucker turned into me. Wow, that's just 100 different kinds of wrong right there. Great. Well, we got some rest. We made a little bit of extra money. There's no garage near us, so we can forget that idea. Alright, one more trailer. Sadly, this one does not fit under things, so cannot take this. And this looks like it would have the same issue. Pipes? I already did one of these. I mean, I suppose we could try this. I just don't see why not take the pipes. I'm just worried that the big platform's going to suffer the same problem as the Airbus trailer, not fit under signs. So I kind of want to take the pipes. That's an interesting route as well. 479, 505. Why don't we just do this one again? And then this will be the last one we take. Of course, I'm not going to take it now. But yeah, anyways, the guy was bitching and complaining, and it's like, well, you know what? If you don't like the music, you could turn the music off. It is a computer program. You could also go to a different club, listen to a different DJ, hang out with different people. No, he's just standing there in the middle of the club, bitching that he doesn't like the music and the DJ. Ruining the experience for everyone else. It's like, well, you can leave. You can do something about it. And if you don't want to leave, well, that's your problem. In the end, you're fucking everyone else over. I'm pretty sure the guy was just being a troll, to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure that was going on, but just because of the level of stupidity. I don't like this. It sucks. Leave. It's that simple. Leave. Anyways, though. That's going to be me done for this episode, folks. I hope you've been enjoying this as much as I've been enjoying bringing it to you. Until next time, it's going to be one big bug, and I'm going to be signing out. I'll see you then.